Hi, welcome to Moments with Mimi. And today we're going to talk about emotions. And before we go too far, I want to show you this clip from Young Frankenstein that is a perfect example of what I'm talking about as concerns emotion.
I'm going in there. Bring me that candle.
No! Yes!
Love is the only thing that can save this poor creature. And I am going to convince him that he is loved, even at the cost of my own life. No matter what you hear in there, no matter how cruelly I beg you, no matter how terribly I may scream, do not open this door or you will undo everything I've worked for. Do you understand? Do not open this door.
Yes, Doctor.
Nice working with you.
Let me out. Let me out of here. Get me the hell out of here.
What's the matter with you people? I was joking! Don't you know a joke when you hear one? Jesus Christ, get me out of here! Open this goddamn door, I'll kick your rotten heads in! Mommy! Nine! Oh, that's funny. Hello, handsome. You're a good-looking fellow, do you know that? People laugh at you. People hate you, but why do they hate you? Because they are jealous. Look at that boyish face. Look at that sweet smile. Do you want to talk about physical strength? Do you want to talk about sheer muscle? Do you want to talk about the Olympian ideal? You are a god. And listen to me. You are not evil. You are good. This is a nice boy. This is a good boy. This is a mother's angel. And I want the world to know once and for all and without any shame that we love him. Oh. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you how to walk, how to speak, how to move, how to think. Together, you and I are going to make the greatest single contribution to science since the creation of fire.
Dr. Frankenstein, are you all right?
My name is Frankenstein.
So I just love that clip. So he went in with the intention, with the desire that he was going to change the monster through love. And he goes in there and he sees the monster. You know, oh, let me out. This emotion is building. I'm going to kill you if you don't let me out of here when I see you. He's not getting out. He's gone within and trapped himself with his monster. And now it's time for him to take that emotion and with passion change him, which he does. So the Greek word compassion means with passion. And you are to use your emotions. Emotion is kinetic energy, energy in motion, emotion. There's potential energy and kinetic energy. And so when you go to silence, you're at potential energy and you start feeling the feeling. Well, now you're starting to move the energy. It's becoming kinetic energy. And then as you hold the feeling and say your small phrase, whatever it is, amen, thank you, isn't it wonderful? That feeling is pulling more and more and more and more energy. It is kinetic energy, and that is what the feeling is. A feeling is kinetic energy, and so are emotions. The feeling is the rocket. The emotion is the rocket launcher. So you hold the feeling and build and build and build and build, and then it shoots out from you. And you'll have this rush of emotion. It's like a sexual climax. It's tears will come to your eyes sometime, and that's you've now shot out the energy. And this is what emotions do. They're rocket launchers. So you need to be aware of them and use them properly. And when you're in love with the world and at peace, you're not falling into the emotion trap. You already know all is well, and so it is. But when you're fighting that objective, subjective, battle, for example, you want a special person, and they're not showing up in your world, even though you've been imagining being with them, well, you still see that they're not there, and you haven't detached and dropped it. That, okay, it's on the way. And I'm going to go dance with these fellas while I'm waiting for this one. It's that kind of thing. And if you haven't done that, then you get angry and you get frustrated, and those emotions start to build. And the feeling is that you don't have what you want. It is frustration with yourself. So you need to take that, it's already building, and just start saying what you want with it. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. Use that as a launcher for what you do want. I'm not putting up with this. This is enough. You know what? Screw it. I'm not thinking about Tom anymore. You know why? Because I don't give a shit. There's a million fish in the sea. He'll show up when he shows up. In the meanwhile, I'm going dancing with Jerry. Everybody wants to dance with me. Everybody loves me. I'm just irresistible. And he'll figure it out. So, you're on a bridge of incidents. You shot the rocket off. And so use the frustration at you not seeing it to shoot another rocket off that is saying, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I know he's on his way. In the meanwhile, I'm dancing with Tom or Joe or Harry or whoever. And you're saying there's a million fish in the sea. I don't really need that one. And that's an automatic, okay, she's dropped it. Green lights all the way. And now you're green lighting straight to you. Every time you resist, it persists. You're playing red light, green light. So when you go to your imagination and have consciously accepted it in your imagination, you have it, and you shut that rocket off, then it's, a frustration that's not showing up even though all these other things show up. Well, think about it. These other things showed up because you dropped it. The natural way that you have been doing this is to imagine it and then forget it. You imagine and forget it, and then you deny it was your imagination when it shows up. So the natural way of doing it is imagine you have it and drop it. So if you find yourself that you can't drop it and you're still not seeing that, then you take that emotion that's building, that frustration and anger that's building from that, and use it to say, I don't care what the outside world's showing me. I know I'm on a bridge of incidents, and he's headed right to me on a silver platter. And meanwhile, I'm dancing with Tom, Dick, or Harry. Screw it. So it's about, recognizing that you go to potential energy, you're going to just being, and then you're building up energy with feeling. Feeling starts moving the energy, emotion launches it out. So you use that anyway to benefit you rather than to jump back down into the rabbit hole of, doom and despair. I never get what I want. Blah. No, I always get what I want. I know I'll see it sooner or later. Instead of I never see it. Flip it and use the emotion you're feeling to shoot this new rocket out. And a lot of people get confused thinking, but I'm feeling that emotion because it's not there. Yeah, but the words you say evoke your imagination. So use the right words. Don't use words like I never get what I want. Use words I always get what I want. Flip it. You're understanding. This is kinetic energy building. If you can't calm yourself down, you blow it out and blow it towards you. So it really is that simple. I know it sounds like it's not that simple, but it is. And the main thing is just recognize what you're doing, and then you can flip it once you're aware of it. And then you have launched, further energy towards your desire, and at the same time dropped it. I've had enough. This is, I'm not thinking about it anymore. Screw it. I really don't give a cock. It'll happen when it happens. Because imagination creates reality. So I know it'll happen when it happens. I know it's on the way. I know it's here. I'm just not seeing it right now. I'll see it sooner or later. These are the things you tell yourself when you're in that emotional state. You don't have to let your emotions rule you. When you let your emotions rule you, you're thinking objectively. You use your emotions to bring you the life you want. And that's kinetic energy, how you use it. It's, call it whatever you want. It's still energy, and you're the God particle, and you're the one who tells the photons which way to go. And this is how you do it. You do it through your imagination, you do it through your feelings, and you do it with your emotions. So think about it. It's It's strange at first because you're used to, crying in despair instead of crying for joy or, things like that. You, you're angry because you're not seeing it. Well, that's enough of that. I'm not going to be angry and frustrated anymore because I know he'll show up sooner or later, or that will show up sooner or later. I'm just not seeing it right now. Okay, I'll find it sooner or later. I'll see it sooner or later. And you will. But you got to forget about it because that's the natural way. You've been doing it. And this is what Neville was talking about, detach. You can use your emotions to detach yourself from it. And you'll find when you do that, you really do stop thinking about it. And you really do start seeing all these other cuties around. And he really will show up out of the blue. You'll run into each other or something. It'll be nuttier and a fruitcake. Trust me, it'll be wonderful. It'll be crazy. It'll be great. So remember, when you go to the law of liberty and you've imagined something is yours and accepted it, consciously accepted in your imagination that this is yours, it's on the way. It's on the way. You went to the top. It's coming regardless of your beliefs. It doesn't matter if you don't love yourself. It doesn't matter if you're going to get it. You're going to get it, whatever it is. Now, you're playing red light, green light when you do that. So if you drop it, because that's the natural way of being, detach from it, then it's green lights all the way. If you doubt, if you fear, if you keep seeing they're not there, that's a red light, and it's just taking a right on red and coming some other circuitous way. And as soon as you stop thinking about it, it's back coming at you. But if you say things like, oh, fuck this shit, I don't care if he ever shows up, screw it all, I'm moving on. Then, he's coming still. You haven't denied him. You've just dropped it. It's when you deny it and then stop giving it your attention that, it started and it went away. So, if you say, yeah, right, that's never going to happen. And, it will happen. It will happen. So it all comes down to understanding the natural way you do things, the natural way you think, the natural way you feel, the natural way you imagine, the natural way. And a lot of times people just have to get that frustrated and angry so that they can drop it. It's imagination telling you. And stop looking at that. Stop looking at that. Stop. You have it yet? No, you don't. Why are you looking that way? Look this way. Look this way. You have it over here. And end it with, I sleep with him every night. And that's it. People who keep doing the state akin to sleep, if you shut that rocket out, you reach satisfaction. End of story, baby doll. It's your imagination. And the imagination's going, yeah, I know, you keep talking to me. You keep telling me that. Well, you know what? I guess you really don't want that because you keep seeing you don't have it. So, okay, red light, take a right. She's still not seeing it. Red light, take a right. I know. She'll forget it sooner or later. Here, look, he's not there, 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 he's not there. Ah, I don't care anymore. I'm dropping this. I don't care. He'll show up sooner or later. Ah! Now you dropped it. Hey, she stopped talking to us. Green light. Your imagination and divine love must listen to you when you're talking to him. So if you're constantly imagining over and over and over again, trying to get that oomph, bring it now, bring it now. No, it is there now. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It's there. You just don't see it yet. It'll show up sooner or later. It's on a bridge of incidents started the moment you shot that kinetic energy out. So I hope this helps. It's just another way of looking at it. But what most people don't understand is the importance of detachment. That's the state of Judas. Judas kills himself. He wanted, 30 pieces of silver and to give up the name of God. So he told others the name of God, died to it, and got the silver when he revealed who God was. This is the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Die to it. Kill yourself over it. That's it. I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm done with it. I'm killing it. That's it. Done. And then it comes. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. If you want more on this, just, put a note down below and we'll expand on it. Blessings to you. Thank you for being human, babies. Love you.